Hey guys, hey, it's me, Jimmy Lou, with the Messy Craft Corner. Come on in and say hello. We are gonna make... Oh, hey. Larry. You know that chipboard that we had that was extra?
Yeah.
Could you give that to me? That would be very helpful.
All of it?
I just need 2 pieces of it. So guys, I want to show you something today that you can do with your printable parts from the 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay. Give it back to me.
Let me see. 2 pieces of this ought to be plenty. Thank you. So we had the 12 Days of Christmas. We had so much fun doing that. We finished the journal. Good morning. Good morning. And it's just me today. It's just me crafting today. If you loved having us on yesterday together, give us some hearts because we had fun. We had fun hanging out with you guys. So today I want to show you something that you can do using just the printables. So if you purchased the kit, you got an email with the printables that you could take and you could print them out. Again, shout out to Cynthia over at Guided Creation for creating such amazing printables for us to use, for me to include in the kit. And she was awesome to work with. I gave her the idea, what I wanted to do, and she came up with something just simply amazing in my opinion. So I'm going to show you how to use these in another way other than the big journal that you got the kits for. Now, if you didn't get a kit, I don't know if there's any left in the shop yet or not, but we can add some more. You got your class turned around. I got my class turned around? You got your class turned around. Not sure what you're saying, Molly, but hello. We are going to do ATC class today. Yes, if that's what you're asking. We're going to do that after this. Because I'm going to have lots of scraps to work with on the table. Okay, so you're going to take your tags, and I should have cut these out ahead of time, and we're going to cut these out then, but we're going to create a book to put all of these tags into, okay, and we're going to use this, part here as our cover. On the other book, we used the landscape mode picture for it, so, oh geez. You love them both. Okay, my mistake. Sorry. So we're going to do that. We're going to work with that. So I'm not sure how many of these I want to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a couple more. So I'm taking cardstock, and this is 110 pound weight cardstock because I want my pages to be good and heavy to hang on to things. And I'm cutting them at 5.5 inches. Okay, so if you have a notebook and you're writing these things down, so that way you can go, that's what you should do. You should take notes during a teaching of bookmaking and junk journaling and keep a book with the written instructions in. That's what I did early on. And then I progressed into doing, where I can do it without, where I can just kind of look and see. But I've been doing this for a long time, you guys. So then I'm turning it that the 8.5 is on here, and I'm scoring it in half, which is 4.25, sorry, 4.25. So let me tell you, you can buy cards at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. You can buy cards that are already cut and folded and all the things. So what I want to do is essentially I want to make 6 pockets is what I want to make, so that we can we can put tags down into pockets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. I have 6. I'm going to do 2 more. So we're just going to add 8 because we can have it that it's a little extra, right? We can make them that they're a little bit extra. So tell me in the comments if you really, really loved. I have a plan for the month of August to do some pre-recorded videos for a book idea that is all my own idea. I'm looking forward to sharing I shouldn't say it's all my own idea. I saw something at the flea market that inspired for a journal. And I'm just debating what paper to use. And maybe you guys can help me with that here in a bit. Okay, so these are cut 5.5. This one is a little bit, we got a little wonkadoodle one going on there. What happened there, Jimmy? Why is that one off? There we go. Okay, now we're good. One's just a little shorter. It's okay though. And then we're going to cut chipboard for the covers. We're going to make 2 chipboard covers. And this is 5.5. So like that's perfect size for the top to the bottom. And then these are 4.25. So I'm going to cut these to the exact same size. So they're 4.25 by 5.5 because that's what our book pages are. And it's just going to have that as a cover that when we open, it's going to give us a little bit of stability. Okay, a little stability. So 4.25 we need there also. Anybody have any special plans today? Anything special happening? So this is just going to be a little journal, and this can be done in a day. You can do it in less than a day, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to use this paper right here because it matches together nicely with all of this Christmas paper from the Bo Bunny pad. I need to go to Joann's to get another one of those. I really liked that paper pad. And then it also goes very nicely with what I want to do for my cover piece here. So let's cut that out. So that way we can kind of get it all sort of happening at the same time, you guys. Oh, why is that doing that? Hello. Oh, because there's a hunk of paper caught on my cutter, on my blade. That's why it did that. Babysitting your 2- and 4-year-old great-grandchildren. That's awesome. Great-grandchildren. And you still have the energy to babysit them. God love you. I sometimes babysit Alara and I'm like, whew, how does her mommy do it? This is why we have children when we're young, is what I think. Okay, so we're just trimming this up because this is it's going to be a little bit, we're going to have to trim it up a bit to make this, because it seems like they're just a little bit bigger. But I don't want to cut off the geese's heads. I don't want to do that. All right, so we'll be able to trim some at the bottom there to get what we need. So it's trimming up to 3 3/4 here, you guys. And then I'm going to trim it down to 5 1/4. And then that way we still have the 2 turtle doves. It's just the tops of their heads. Okay, and that's going to fit right on the front here like this. Okay, so we're going to cover this chipboard, but we're only covering one side because the opposite side is going to have the cards attached to it. So just keep that in mind. So these measure 5.5. So I need this to be 6.5. I need my paper here to be 6.5. Just checking to make sure. Yep, it'll be plenty. 6.5. And then we need the pieces this direction to be 5 1/4. So 5 1/4. We can even do 5.5 because we have enough of paper. And 5.5. There we go. All right, and now we're going to cover the chipboard just like as if we were covering a book. We're gonna be wrapping it up, you guys. We're gonna be wrapping. Okay. 10 months. Oh, and he's crawling. That's what I'm worried about, being able to keep up with Alara when she starts crawling. Right? Ooh, who knows it? Okay. So, you guys, this week I want to work on the Daisy book. We started the Daisy album, the He Loves Me kit from Guided Creation. I'm on the design team there, and she created something. Again, I gave her an idea, and she came through beautifully with it. Hi, Diane. And then, so that's one I want to work on. Also, do you guys want a live where I'm making some of the flowers for David and Raquel's wedding? That's the other question, because I need to start working on that stuff too. Whew. Yes, I do. Now, you could totally do this as a ring journal if you want to use the binding rings, the book rings, like we did on the other one, and create book rings if you want to. We're going to just be attaching the pages front to back is what we're going to do. Hello, Nicole. Good morning. Good morning to everyone getting here. I forgot to send out a telegram. Larry and I were chit-chatting this morning after breakfast, and he said, weren't you going live? And I, yep. So, and we're going to do ATC card classes next. So if you, there are still card kits available. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're missing out. And I don't have mine in here. It's in the other room. I had a kit where you could purchase the pieces to create a box to store your ATC cards in. You guys, I think I have 2 made. I think I'm going to do a 3rd one, and I think I'm going to stack them. So I have 3 drawers, boop, boop, boop. So they got the option to be able to purchase another box if they want. At the end of the class, if there are any boxes left, I will sell it as not a kit, but you'll have to wait until after the class because I want them to be able to, but you can still buy the class. So we had last week, Cynthia was our guest in there, and she even, gosh, she's so awesome. She created a free printable for the ladies in the group to use to make some. Molly, did you make cards with your printables? I need to print my printables so I can make some cards. But she did. She created that specially for the class, meaning she's not releasing those anywhere else. So to get that printable, you have to be in the class. This week, Chris Hunter will be a guest in the group. She's going to come and create some ATC cards with you. And then next week, we have the amazing Grace. Grace from the Comfy Nest with Grace is going to also do some ATC cards. And then we're going to be wrapping it up with a swap, a trade. So if you want to get in on the trade, you need to get into the class like this week, because next week the signups will happen and the ladies will start trading. Hint, hint, all of the cards that I'm making in the ATC class, I'm going to be trading away. So I told them whoever's there on the live today, they could help design ATC cards that they might get. So here's our little piece of green. And when we start building the book, this is actually going to get glued right to here. Okay. And then we just glue them back to back. So that's why you don't really need to cover the other side of the card there. So you could create this as a pocket if you want. Just by doing like a circle punch part here, and that's what we're going to do. So let's cover the other piece and we can really get going. Did you? Awesome. I want to see all the cards everyone's making because I want to know what I might be trading for. But she even made the printable for like on the back side, so we could print those off and we could put them on our cards. I need to print that before class. So we could put them on our cards so that it has like the name of who made them and all of that fun stuff. So we're having fun in that class, and the kit was not very expensive, and you got a lot of stuff in that kit. And then next week, I'm going to teach you things to do with your ATC cards. So that way you can say, oh, well, that's a fun idea. Because right down to, we're going to make some little journals And because you might get an ATC card that you really, really love, and you're like, what do I do with this? Oh, but see, Molly, that's not what it's supposed to be about when you do a trade like that. It's about blessing somebody with something that you made. And it may be right up their alley. They may really, really love it. And I've gotten ones that I really, really love, and I've gotten ones that were like, not really my style. But there are things that you can do with them. You know, you can trade them back out if you really don't like them. But I think anything that you make will be beautiful. I think you guys are all getting the hang. Molly is like the ATC loving it queen. She's all over anything ATC. I see her jumping right on board with it. So they're fun. And my project, I'm not going to give too much away, but my project for August, I have an August project that I'm going to be doing free for you guys every day. That at the end of August will be an entire journal. That's going to be so much fun. It's an idea that I got while being at the... What glue am I using? Eva, good morning. I am using, it is called Lineco Neutral pH Adhesive. This is meant for, hey Cynthia, this is meant for bookmaking or book repairs. Librarians use this product, this company, that's also, the book tape that I use also comes from there as well. But it is a really good glue. It is along the same lines as art glitter glue, but I love it. I'm not allergic to this. I am allergic to art glitter glue. I could feel a little tingling the other day though. I pinched my finger in my stapler yesterday. That was no fun. Yeah, we want to see the cards. Post some pictures over there, because I'd like to, anyone who's in the swap, I would like to get them do like a little slideshow so everyone here can see what we're making there. Okay, so here's my piece that we're going to put this here like so. But before I add this as decoration to the cover, I want to put some lace. We're going to put some pretty little lace trim along there. Look at how beautiful this is. In fact, I keep staring at this one lace and I'm almost wondering, I'm very tempted to use it, even though it is not Christmassy. Do you guys want to see it? Of course you want to see it. Look at this trim. Isn't this really pretty? It's got like pom-poms and stuff like that on it, and I'm debating... I got it from Temu, so if you're anti-Temu, sorry, but that's where it came from. But I was thinking about, we're going to lose some of the pieces there, but I still think it will look, what do you guys think? I'm saving it for that special project. You're not in the group. It's just what you've seen on Facebook pages. Missy Harrington, how comes you're not in the group? We're having a blast over there. We're having fun over there. I don't want to get in trouble with Facebook. They're going to get mad at me soon. So let me know what you think about this trim. These peaches and greens are like the perfect match to that. Even though it's not really Christmassy, the book itself is going to be Christmassy. See, Molly's like, ooh, join the group. Okay, set this to the side. And then we're going to work with just our cover pieces, okay, and our pieces that we cut that are like cards. So if you can buy cards. Yep, you can post it in the Junk Journal Jamboree. You absolutely totally can. Okay, so we're gonna do I want to notch this out? Yes, I think I do. Hold on. I need to do like a little sample on this cardstock, because I am really afraid that it's not going to want to punch. Okay, we're good to go. See, it doesn't want to. There we go. All right, so I just did a little thumb notch there on the cover, so that way you know that is a pocket. I should have did from the top down. we're going to do that. We're going to do it from the top down. So that way we can do a top load pocket. Okay, so we're just punching this out right there. Okay, and then we're going to glue this on 3 sides. So that way we have a top load pocket. This is going to be a tag book. The trim is, isn't it, Gwen? For sure. Careful using that term, though. Facebook will get you. Okay, so right here, 3 sides. So the left side, right side, and the bottom. So if you want to do a side loading pocket, you could. And then I just line this up and press it down, you guys. Line it up, press it down. Okay. And that's going to be our first kind of piece right there. Okay. Ooh, getting glue everywhere. So now we have a top load pocket that we can put our first day of Christmas can go in there if we like. Okay, then each of these are going to get glued together doing the same thing. Okay, so just doing the same thing, 3 sides. I am not thumb notching these, but you could if you want to. No, it's okay. I just don't want you to get into trouble. But I want them to be top loading pockets. Why am I feel like I stuck my hand in some. I want them to be top loading pockets. So you want to be really careful to make sure that you're putting the glue on the sides that it needs to go on. Just like so. And before I put that back cover on, I'm going to make sure that I have enough pages to do this. So we have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. When we put this together, that's going to be day 5, okay? You have so many projects. I know, don't we all? I have a ton of projects to do. And what I need to do is finish up the 12 Days of Christmas project here so I can put all that stuff away. But if you want to get the doodad packet, the little trinkets, Friday, those will be in the shop on Friday. So I know some of you are waiting for that as well. So day 1, day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one here is going to be 7, then 8. So see how I'm figuring that out? Just make sure you keep your top part at the top because you don't want to have a bottom loading pocket. That would be tricky. So we live kind of like in the woods. And I keep hearing this sawing sound, like chainsawing. And I keep thinking to myself, why am I hearing that? Why am I hearing that? I'm hearing it because the people in the other property across from us, they're cutting wood. They're cutting wood. So each of these are going to be top loads. So there's a top load. Here's a top load. We just put that one on. That's a top load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 2. We're going to put 2 more on and then count. That's what we're going to do. Make sure my notch is at the top there. And just layer these together. Now, this is all kind of glued together, you guys. It's all kind of happening. It's not sewn together. We're actually literally making pages that are creating that binding. So that's what you want to pay attention to. All right, let's glue one more on and then we'll do some counting to see if we have enough or if we need to cut down any more. And these are fun journals to do with anything. You can make it a birthday book. You can make it a little wedding album. They're fun. They're easy to put together. And they're fun. And they don't take long. So if you're like, oh, geez, I got to go to a party this afternoon. And I forgot. Or, oh, geez, I got an anniversary party tomorrow. I can make them a book. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then, like I said, we can either glue this straight on. So we're going to have some extra. We're going to have a little extra room in this book. I'm going to go ahead and add this last one anyways. In fact, that side load one, we're going to do that too. Why not, right? All right, pay attention. Here we go. We're going down the side, over, up. Get this one glued into place. So this also is good use for like old Christmas cards if you wanted to make a little book out of Christmas cards. Hey, Pat. I hope you're having a great day too. I hope Iowa weather is good to you today. The sun is out here. We're supposed to have 80s, not quite as hot, so that'll be nice. Okay, and then we also have to add some decorative paper to this too for each day, okay? So let me tell you that each day you'll be able to load your tags down in. You can put them down in the pockets, okay? Or you can create a pocket to tuck them into. We're going to do both so that way you know exactly what we have happening here. You can, then what you want to do is keep the rest for pictures, okay? Because these are like the perfect size for a 3x5, or you could squeeze a 4x, you couldn't squeeze it, 3x5. 3x5 photos you'd want to print for in a book like this. Okay, then here's our little side load pocket that we're going to glue onto this back cover, just like so. Okay, and then it just opens up, you guys. It just opens and it flips through and it just looks pretty. Why did I not notch? You mean the top load pockets? It was a personal preference. I just didn't want to. You can. If you want to, you can put notches in each of these, and that's fine. It's a personal, yes, Deborah Rich, it is just a personal preference. You can notch them. Do it if you want to. 110-pound cardstock is rough on your punchers, though. Just keep that in mind, okay? But you can notch them all if you choose. All right, so we're going to go this way and down and over, okay? And I didn't really want a side load for the 12 days just because I just didn't, okay? I don't want to try to slide tags in and out of there when the tags, we're going to put some trims and some ribbons and some laces that are all going to stick up off the top of the book up here when the tags are tucked in, okay? So here we have day 1, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to add some pretty, I have all this pretty paper, beautiful paper for us to use and do some fun stuff with. Now, you can do both pages the same, that it looks like one layout. I know that's hard to see against the white background. So I could put this on both pages here if I want to. You can also make this from decorative paper and then just do the fold and put the decorative paper on the inside if you want to. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do it this way. So these pieces are 4 1/4. So I need to cut these at 4. And then it's by 5 1/2. So we're going to go 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then you have these to look just pretty right on the pages. So you can do this here, and you can also do it over here if you want to. We just have to put a little marking to where the notch is. Or you can take this one and you can do 1 page of the poinsettias and 1 page of the pretties here, okay? So let's see, we got 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to put a little mark here. Right here. I'm just putting a little mark there. So that way I can get the center of my piece down in here, like so. and notch that, and that should fit on there. Yeah, look at that. Very nicely. Look at how pretty that looks together too. So then you have a place for pictures, and we're going to put day ones. We're going to put all those things in here. So we can get shaken and bacon and all the things. Now you can create some pretty cool pockets using lace to also tuck tags into. Nana Sanford in the house. Hello, Miss Nana. So glad that you're here with us. We've been picking up some new friends through this 12 Days of Christmas journal, you guys. And it's pretty exciting. I didn't get a yay or a nay about using this non-Christmas trim on this Christmas book. But I was thinking, hold on a second. Give me 1 second, you guys. I think. Well, now, come on. I know I have some, you guys. Look, those are poppies. Dude, I thought I had some, poinsettias that we could use on the front to kind of Christmas it up a bit. But I might be mistaken. You think it would be? I think it will be too. It's very unique. So, and we can make it that it only has one puff ball. We can cut it like so, you know, or we can make it that it has 2 puff balls. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out, guys. Okay, let's keep working. It does look good with it. It matches, even though it's not really Christmassy. And you can put, when the wreaths get here, those little wreaths, I could add a wreath to the front cover of this too, and it would look super pretty. Oh, so awesome, Nana. Welcome. Well, if you missed the beginning of this is actually a fairly easy little mini journal to put together. And we've been working the past 12 days. We've been working with these amazing printables. These are in my shop. You can buy just the printables, or you could buy the big journal kit. And we've been working with these printables, and I'm showing how to make them into a tag book, okay? So we're creating this kind of cool book, going to use these tags. So we got day 1 and day 2, okay? So day 2, you can tuck the tag in from the top, or you can create a little like lacy pocket. So we can get some, this is not the lace I pulled out for that project, but you can add some lace along the edge down here that it won't matter. If you add a picture, you can tuck the picture underneath and that will still look pretty. This was not the lace I pulled out though. I thought I pulled out something, and I could be wrong. My lace is getting buried with all this other Christmas stuff from the 12 days, you guys. Oh goodness. Oh, good gravy. Larry was in here and we were putting some things away. But look at this. Even this would be pretty for this. Look at. We could create a pocket here using this. And again, you could tuck your picture down in there if you wanted to. You could also tuck your tag and stick your picture in the slide. You got a lot of options here. A lot of options. So we'll get to that then. So we're going to keep cutting pieces to put in our page here. So I'm going to keep them in a specific order. So we have this one and we have this one. And we're going to do some more here. So we have, I like this one to match with this one. Okay, and this is some music paper here. We're going to have to keep this directional though. So we need this to be 4 inches this way. And then by 5 1/4 this way. So we're only going to get 1 page out of that, but that's okay. And, well, actually, it's not really okay. It's okay, but it's not, because this book has more of that in it. You just have to be careful with directional pages. because of that. Okay, so we're going to do, see like this, the ornaments, if I cut this sideways, are going to be, they're going to be Wonkadoodle, you guys. It is Wednesday, and we can do Wonkadoodle Wednesday, but I don't really want to in this journal. I want to keep it happening. So by 5 1/4. So here we have poinsettias here, and we have pretty music paper there. And again, you can add some lace. Be careful how much dimensional stuff that you add, buttons and trims like that, because it will make your book pop. And you kind of want it to lay a little on the flat side because of adding photos inside of it. So this is more like a photo album that we're working on. But hey, you know, I just had another idea. I think I have it. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. You guys, this drawer keeps getting stuck. Nope, that's not the one. My friend Angie gave me a really cool punch. Ooh, there's a stink bug in there. That wasn't the punch I wanted either. Here we go. She gave me this really cool, see how it's a snowflake punch? And we could create us a kind of cool pocket to go there. Let's try it out. Let's just try it using some of this and see what happens. First of all, let's cut it down to the 5 1/4 that we would need. And let's see what kind of trim work we would get out of this. Well, first of all, let's get it a little centered in the punch there. And then we just scoot it down and line it up down here. And then we'll skedoot it up here. These are snowflakes. Look at how cool these are. I often forget to use these. But then we kind of have that sort of happening, that we can add this as a trim over here. But again, also as a pocket, you can just tuck your picture inside of there. So all we have to do is add some glue on 3 sides, and we have that little pocket. So let's add it. Nope, this is just, it's a separate standalone book that you can use your tags with to create another journal. It's kind of like that bonus journal that I was talking about. So let's add this here. And now we have a little side loading pocket. So you can either tuck a tag in it or a picture, whatever you want to do. That is a nice punch. And my friend Angie, she works at a thrift shop, and see what and I don't think she paid that for it. I think she gets an employee discount. But she sent me 2 really big punches like that. One is hearts and one is snowflakes, and I love both of them. We might use that again in this book coming down the line here somewhere. So just adding our pretty papers now. And paper punched into pockets is less dimensional than, say, lace. Okay, so if we would have added the lace as the pocket, now this is a little thicker than paper is. Not saying we can't use the lace as part of the pocket, but whoops, I thought I had that not glued down. Okay, so we're skipping over here, and we're going to use this paper. Okay, so I have this one, and I need to find that other one that I was just using over there. There we go. So we'll have to use those again. All right, so we have this one and we have this one. 2 pieces that are not really directional, so we can cut these down. It is a sweet bonus, isn't it? Okay, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, and we're just going to do like so. These are going to be so pretty, you guys. So see how this is now like kind of plain? That's where like a nice pocket along the bottom would be super cool. Also, I was just thinking, and I'm just thinking, so just give me a second to think this out. But I'm wondering if I just punch this out. Like so. And then we trim it. Trim this off here. Hang on a second. And we trim it off here. That we now see how we have this. Look at how fun this could be as just a tuck spot. Now that's kind of dark on there, so we would have to do this on something lighter. But look at how cool that would be as a tuck spot. And then if you put, you know, a journal card or a picture down inside of there, that would be really pretty. So you can use your big punches to do that too. You're getting lots of ideas. There is a lot to see. Okay, so here's today's schedule. We're doing the ATC kit and class next. Just got to give me a few minutes to reset my table after this class is over. We have no storms brewing today. And then this afternoon, I think this afternoon we're going to do a live. First of all, I have wedding flowers that need to be done. Second of all, I started a journal that was the daisies that I really want to get finished. So those are two things that I think I just want to work on, one of those two that's non-Christmas, just kind of hanging out, just finishing up some things. But I know this is like a scrapbooking, paper crafting, all the things page. But I know you also have an interest in what's happening with the wedding coming up. So you tell me, do you guys want to see some wedding things? Hopefully get some rain today. Yeah, I know, right? So you can also take some lace like this here, and you can just add a little lace border that hangs off the end if you want, or not off the end. Whatever you want. It's a you thing, okay? It's a you preference. I'm going to keep everything nice and tidy on the inside, but I'm going to remember to use this on a tag that's getting tucked in here. So again, you can glue just one part of this so that you can put a picture or something underneath, or you can go ahead and do what I'm going to do, the book. I know you guys want the book work, but listen, at some point, Jimmy Lou has got to get the wedding stuff too. The wedding's coming up very quickly. Very quickly, I might add, that wedding is coming up. It's almost August, you guys. Can you believe it? Okay, so there we go. There's our piece. Oh, I almost glued myself to it. And I just used Fabri-Tac on that. That way it, oh, I just caught something out of the glimpse of my eye. Doo-da, doo-da. I have these poinsettias that are white with a little gem inside. And this would go nicely with that. Yes. Okay. All right. Whew, we're getting lots accomplished here. All right. So we're going to scoot this over. Okay. And we're going to glue our pretty pages there. So we got day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to kind of do 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So we're going to repeat is what we're going to do. We're repeat and repeat, okay? So we have, let's see, do I have 2 of those? I don't think I do. So let's use some ornaments, and let's use some red. What do you guys think about that? Some red and some ornaments. So we're going to need 2 of these pages, and then the little extra pages we'll use this for. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. Put this, and then see, where did I put that? This little piece here then, the little snowflake piece, this will look really good against this. Okay, so that's, you just got to keep those kind of things in mind. All right, so we're gonna put this like this, and so we're doing this one first. So 4 inches. And by 5 1/4. 5 1/4. So there's that one. And then we're going to do this one, 4 by 5 1/4. Everybody having fun so far? You're hopefully to get, listen, you could have some of our rain. We got a lot of rain happening here. A lot. So each thing you add is adding a little bit more layer to the book. So the inside pieces aren't going to get decorated as much as you might have thought they would. Yeah, our weather's been crazy too. Just all of a sudden, it's like whammo. You know, then we're into it. And then we have this. I also think, you know, we have this. Where did I put that punch? And that's not big enough. Hang on a second. We can do it with this one. I'm just thinking, I like this as an idea. You can also, if you really want to get into it, you could do those. You could piece those together. if you're into it. I'm not that into it that I want to be piecing together punched out parts, but it would make something kind of cool, I think. So let's just trim this down a little bit. That's just a little too deep for me. And let's trim this off over here. And then, so then where we have that little snowflake. So what I was talking about is just putting this here. And now we have a tuck spot. So even if you want to tuck in the tag, instead of putting it in the pocket, you could tuck the tag into here. Christmas is taken. I know. I need to get my stuff back to non-Christmas stuff. And then we're like right into fall. I'm kind of glad that on Thursday, not this Thursday, not tomorrow Thursday, but next Thursday, we have Junk Journal Jamboree, you guys. 8 crafters, 1 paper kit, no joking. And it is a circus theme. Hi, Evie. So we're working with this today. Here's what we got so far. And so we have this page. That's a pocket. The pockets are in up here. Turn the page. We have a side pocket here with this pretty, see how I pulled it together? You can do that with all of these. If you want to make something kind of cool with each of these, you could. I don't know where my extra paper was from that. I don't think there was very much. But you could even just make rounded circle pieces. Like so. If you wanted to add a little tuck spot, you can just do that and it kind of dresses that up. Susan, which class? Because the ATC class was a kit if you're in the US. If you were not in the US, you could buy into the class. The cookbook journal, that's $10, and that's for as long as, you know, we're working on a junk journal cookbook all in one group. That's the kicker there. It's all in one group and not on this page. And then the Bookmakers, which is a monthly subscription group, that is $15 a month. So who is the design this month? I had one in here and I showed one of the papers a couple of days back. Here's some of the printables from what we're using. So, but you'll get the information more as we go along. I cannot remember her name. It's something 14. Okay, so we got 1, 2. Okay, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Then we've got 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12. Oh, wait, what did I do there? 1, 2. I have way too many pages in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I don't have that many pages extra in here. I don't know what I was thinking I was doing. So 1, 2, and 3. And 1, and 2, and 3. And then we have this extra. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to start working backwards. So what I just used, I want to go here. Okay, so I want to do this here. So we're going to cut this to 4 inches. By 5 1/4. Okay, and we just need to do that little notched out piece right there. Let me get my pen. Susan Alder, it depends. Okay, so it's $10 for the cookbook class. You have to provide your own supplies. If you want to do the ATC class, that was $35. And you get everything that you need to do the class with the kit. All right, so we're just going to mark that as the center. And we're going to punch this out. Do 5 golden rings as a page layout. That's just because you like that song, that part of the song. So we can add this here if we want. I think I'm going to save that for up a bit, though. So hang on a second. And then we have this one we need to do 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to go here. And then when we get to that center, the center is going to be the stripe, the little stripies. Susan, which class do you want to take? Message me. I think the best way for us to have this conversation is you just send me a private message here on the page, the Messy Craft Corner, and we can have a full-on discussion about which class you want to take and how to get paid for it, okay? Because if you want to do the ATC class, that is, I don't have a link for it, I don't think. Hang on, maybe I do. If you want to take the ATC class with the kit, that you get an ATC is artist trading cards. Let's see, that's bulb pins, Christmas ornament. Who loved that yesterday with Larry joining us? That was so much fun. That's the metal photo corners. If you want the 12 Days of Christmas kit, that was done here on this page for free, and then you could buy a kit if you wanted to. That's textiles. Okay, here we go. ATC class. There's the link for the ATC class if anyone wants to join us. I do have kits left, so it's not like you can't join. The only thing is you missed last week, but you can watch the replay on how to make the box, and you can join in on all the ATC fun. All right, so there we go with that. And these are going to be kind of our extra pages. And we're just working backwards now. So we have this one. It's going to go this side. 4 inches. Zip strips. Gotta love them. Aw, she's sleepy. She's getting ready to have an afternoon at the pool, I think, Evie. So we did this one and this one. Like so and like so, right? And then we can do one of those snow ornament things this way. Or if you don't want to do all of the fancy trimmings, you guys, you can just do 3 sides for a pocket to tuck into too. So I think we're just going to do it that way. It is the cutest little, isn't it? So this will go in the pile. What I do when I get a book finished is it goes into the pile. And by pile, I mean a literal pile. It's literally a pile of books that when it comes time for auction, the books go up for auction. So you can always message me, and if you want to buy it ahead of time, and I'm happy to always sell any of the creations that I make. So we work out what I think is fair and you think is fair, and we all go skipping on our merry way. You get a cool book and we all have fun. Okay, so I keep going back and forth. Do I want to do the punch out from the snowflake? Snowflake, no snowflake. First one I see, that's what we do. Snowflake, no snowflake. I love these vintage ornaments too. And they make for a good, again, little tuck spot. Okay, she wants to see no. All right, Molly, you win. No punch out. No snowflake. Okay, here we go. Because it's going to take away from the actual ornaments, right? Okay, plus it's a little easier. There we go. So now we do have that little pocket there. This is great because even if you just want to put a picture on there, you can cover the pocket part. You can glue the picture down. You can tuck pictures inside 3x5s. This will hold 3x5 photos. All right, so here comes our next two, which are 5 1/4. By 4. Okay, and that was this direction. So see how I'm just being repetitive? And then we did the snowflake punch from this. We're going to go ahead and use it on here anyways. Again, you can tuck the picture behind it. You can glue it over the top. That's okay. You could do whatever you like. Once you get it, it's your book. And you get to do all the fun things. So maybe even you just want to use the tags for journaling. We're going to tuck the tags into the pockets is what we're going to do. And it's going to be loads of fun. So we're just doing a line of glue down here. So if you have big punches, play with them with some scrap paper and see if it's something that you really love for your page. And then you don't have to use, if it's scrap paper, you don't have to worry about it, right? That's what I did. I punched it on scrap paper when we first got started, right? Okay, so then the center of our book is going to be right here. And we're just going to we're going to go straight across. Is what we're going to do. Okay. And we're going, let's do 5 1/4. And then we're going, ooh, that's messing with my eyes. Is that design messing with anybody else? Oh, is the fair this week? That's next week, isn't it? Isn't the fair next week? Or are you talking about the fair near your house? So there we go, just like so. And then we're going to do something to break that up so it's kind of separated, okay? So no worries. You know, we didn't double take this one. We did all the doubles. Wait a second. We did. We don't have to do the extras. Jimmy Lou, what did you do? Well, that's the pages together. I just almost made a mistake. Let me lay that to the side. You know what? I already have glue on it, so what we're going to do, oh goodness gravy, is I was going to do a tie to go around this, so let's just, this is seam binding, you guys, and we're just going to glue this right over the top of that. Okay, I'll tell you what I did there in a minute, because I didn't want to lose that piece that had the glue on it. All right. Phew. Why did I think I had extra to do? Oh, well. It's all good. It's all good. 4 inches, you guys. don't cut that, Jimmy Lou. Okay, 4 inches, 5 1/4. And we're doing it this way. Oh, okay. State fair is not till October. Wow. Yeah, our state, our farmers market, not farmers market, our farm show, we call it a farm show, state farm show. That is not until January, I think. Hi, Ian. I hope you're having a good day over there in England. You guys, you know what? Everybody say hi to Ian. Make Ian feel welcome. Okay, Ian comes by every so often. All right, there we go. So, I don't know what I was thinking. We put a little thing there, so we can do that here as well. But what I think I really want to do here is I want to cut a pocket. So let's just trim this down. This is 2 1/2 inches, and then we're going to go by 4 inches, and we're just going to create a little pocket right here. We can do a trim, an edge, if you like, because, I mean, hey, why not, right? So I have this one. This has like little starburst on it, and we're just going to punch it out, and we're going to scoot it down, line it up. So see how we kind of have that kind of cool, isn't it? All right, and then let's go the opposite direction over here. Hold on, I got to use my old lady eyes. There we go. And then we just have that kind of cool pocket with just that fancier edge, just to make it extra. Hey, Jenny. All right, so there we go. So now all that's left for this book is for us to put some doodads and stuff inside and our page on the outside. Okay, so I put a piece of, this is, what is this? Seam binding that I buy on a roll. And I always buy white because you can dye it. It holds color very nicely. So we're going to just go ahead and we're going to glue our piece over the top. Now, you don't want to pull this so tight that it makes your book pop open, and you don't want to glue it too tight there that you can't close your book. So I always say leave a little slack. And if you need to know what a little slack is, take a pen or a pencil and you can just lay it in there, and that'll give you enough slack. That's actually a little too much, but you know, we could do it and then we could stick a pen in and out of there if you like. But since it's not really a writing journal, I just am good with leaving a little bit there, and we're just going to put some Fabri-Tac and we're going to pull it not too tight. Pull it too tight and it's going to go all weird on you, okay? And then here's our piece here. We're going to put this over the top. Look at how pretty that looks. And then we did decide on that kind of weird trim that is not really Christmassy, but we're going to make it, I don't know, it reminds me of like the ladies back in the day that used to put on the muffs. Do you remember muffs you put your hands into? That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something like that. So I think what I want to do is I want to get 2 sets of those flowers on there. So we're going to go, I'm going to trim this off right here above this pom-pom. We're just going to cut it straight across there, okay? And then you could leave that sticking up if you want to, but we're going to trim it off. We're going to just pull this back, and we're going to give it a little trimmity trim, Larry.
Trim, true.
Okay, whoops. And then we're going to glue this on here. Like
your old account number for the pin number.
Yes.
4.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. So that's just going to go right on there. And then I had, what did I do with them? I had some of these little like cream color poinsettias that I thought we could add. I had more of them. Here they are. That we could add 2 or 3 kind of along the edge there. And then it's going to give it a little glitz too. So we can add 3 to that. And then it does look... You were wondering where he was. He was hiding. He was hiding in the back. But look at how pretty that looks, just like so. We're going to have to put on some Fabri-Tac. So, and then this is going to tie up. It's going to have that really pretty kind of bow off to the side here. It did turn out pretty. I got a little too much length of stuff on one side here, but that's okay because I'll trim it and we can use some of this for our pieces. Okay, so we have that just like so. We're going to get this glued down, and then when this is glued in place, we're going to set it to the side and we're going to start cutting up our tags is what we're going to do, because that's what we have left to do. So just get yourself a good amount. You can use hot glue for this too, but I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. Okay, so a good bit of Fabri-Tac, and we're going to just lay this on there like so and press that down. And then just some more Fabri-Tac for these. I'm going to pop one up here. Oops, up at the top I wanted to do. I know I just covered up the geese, but that's okay. It really is okay. Not a big deal. And we're going to go down here at the bottom. And then we're going to put one kind of right there so we don't cover up the hens too much. Okay, and then I have some of these sticky gems. So they're sticky on one side, and I think Larry has my tweezers yet. But they have like a sticker on the one side. It's better if you use the tweezers to do it, so you're not touching it. But you can just add some of those in, through, or out, wherever. Press these down. We're going to put one over here too, I think. Oh, don't stick to me. Just to give it that little extra, because then it matches what's in the center of the flowers too. So let's do one of these up here, like so. And then we're going to do 2 more. We're going to do one here and one down here. And that makes it 5. And we definitely went non-traditional Christmas, but it sure does look pretty, doesn't it? And one of these up here. All right, so there we go. There's our piece, our cover, okay? So you get another look at the inside here in a minute when we get all of the tags cut out. Now listen, I'm not doing anything extra to the tags. I'm not writing any of the 12 days of Christmas meanings on there or anything like that. The only thing I'm doing is we're cutting them apart and we're going to put holes in them at the top. All right, so here's our, this is so cute, the little pom-pom. Oh, little floof ball. It's a little floof ball. All right, so let's cut out our tags. Okay, here's day 1 and day 2. So we're just going to take scissors then, and we're just going to right along the top up here. So we went kind of non-traditional Christmas, and that's okay. And then let's see, is this, okay, we got the right punchers this time. So there's our tag. Now you can do a couple of things. You can punch the holes and you can set the eyelets if you want to. I don't know if I want to set eyelets or not, you guys. I did find my drum though. I kind of feel like if I do the eyelets, I want them to all be the same. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only 11 of the gold. Ah! Okay, so rethink it. And we have probably enough of all of the green. So, and the green will go with everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I just kind of, 10, 11, 12. You need 12. I just kind of wanted them to be very similar. Okay, that's what I wanted. So that's what I shall have. Okay, so we're just going to hole punch. This is day 1. Hole punch, set the eyelet. Okay, set your eyelet. And then you have this to create, it can go in any pocket. Okay, so we'll get to that. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to do, it looks like it did look like a bunny tail, didn't it? All right, so let's do our pieces just like that, you guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. I should have had these cut out ahead of time, and I didn't. So my apologies for that you have to wait for me to cut these out. But you know what? We can play a little game or something if you like. It looks like a bunny tail. I love that. You thought that. I have to stick it. If I stick that away to save it for Easter, do you know what's going to happen? I'm going to forget it. Not even joking. Okay, here's our corner rounding. And there's our day 2. I think I should turn these upside down. Hole punch. Drop this in place. Set the eyelet. So they're all going to have that green eyelet, but I'm okay with that. You have to be okay with it too. You don't even have to set eyelets if you don't want to. That can be totally a you thing. You get to decide that. Listen, you can also ink the edges if you want to. I am not a huge fan of inking. That's a me thing. But if you like inked edges, then go for it. Also, if you have stamps with lines on them, I don't have mine pulled out, but if you have the lined stamps, you can stamp on the back to create those to be your journal spots. Again, that's a personal preference for you. Hey, Judy. Personal preference for you. There are a few people that had purchased from the auction last week that haven't paid yet. If you get those paid today, we are shipping tomorrow, you guys. And we're going to make it, I need to make this announcement several times. Shipping days around here are now going to be Mondays and Thursdays. So if you pay me on a Monday after I went to the post office, you'll have to wait for Thursday for shipment again. It's gas and diesel are getting to be kind of expensive again, and it's just going to be easier on us to set those days because of building kits and things like that as well. So there we go. So there's our first 4 days. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Look at how pretty they look. Don't they look pretty? Okay, and these are going to fit. They're going to fit down in there. Here comes the 5 gold rings. Ba-da-bum-bum. I know Christmas in July is technically over, but if you go along with what the teaching was about the 12 days and the biblical aspects, Actually, it only just started. Christmas celebration only just started because it starts on Christmas Day and it works its way through the visit of the three kings. So, kind of cool, huh? I don't know if Cynthia is still here or not. Her husband's on vacation, so they might be off doing something with their children. And we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. And we don't have to keep going. I can finish this up off of camera because it's, well, unless you want to stay. Maybe you want to stay. I don't know. Ah! I might have to go grab another one. Did I tear it too bad? I did. I got to go get another geese, guys. Hang on a second. My geese have flown the coop. Should have had extra in here. So for printing of these, I purchased cardstock that was not from, boy, I got glue everywhere. That was not from Epiphany. Yep, it's called the Epiphany or the Visitation. Some churches call it the Visitation, so there's that too. It's kind of cool. You have all the time in the world. Okay, so I need a different goose because my goose is cooked, you guys. My geese have done, they just were not having any of it. Six geese a laying, 5 gold rings. But anyways, it's doing like this kind of feathering, flaking stuff when I cut it, this paper. And it's kind of a pain in the tusher, to be honest with you. Look at, it's kind of all down in there. See it? And then it gets interfering with your cuts when you're cutting things out, and it makes it tear. So be careful. Clean your board out every so often, and you'll be okay. All right, there's our geese. Here's our milkmaid and our swans. You keep your tree up till the Epiphany. Yeah, some people do. And that's okay. I mean, y'all do you. Some people keep their trees up all year long. So, there's that. Okay, so one year, my weird sister, God love her, my sister, Evie's aunt, Ginger, she cooked a goose for Christmas, and I gotta tell you, goose is greasy. I don't know why. I don't cook a goose. We have turkey or ham or roast beef. I've had roast beef for Christmas already. So there's our goose. There's our, swans, geese, maids a milking. Okay, little side note. What I do over here, when you see me take my blade and drop it sort of in place before I start slicing, is called sinking the blade. And it helps to, instead of going straight in and risking the tear, it just gives us that kind of smooth edge. So here's our maids a milking, swans a swimming. Anybody ever see a swan like in real life? Well, I saw one time at this park near our house. They have them, and they nest there, which is kind of cool. But they had to put up gates and fencing to keep people out because they kept wanting to chase them, which is not good. I mean, that's not good. To chase geese when they're laying babies and eggs and stuff like, or having babies and laying eggs and all the fun stuff. Judy, we're making a tag book to put the tags in from the Christmas days. So that's what we're working on today. And the book is sitting over here to the side, letting the glue dry on all the pretties on the front cover. But that's what we're working on. It's turning out really cute. I'm loving it. I think everybody's loving it. It's like McDonald's. Do. I'm loving it. I could eat a Big Mac. Oh, well, there you go. Terry Fitzpatrick. That's one way to do it. If you have no place to put it, just leave it up, right? We don't have place to put one, so we don't put up a tree. But we still have like Christmas celebration and stuff. The kids still get gifts, and I don't think we're giving gifts this year. I don't. We have a new baby. I think the baby's getting the gifts. And watch this. If Elizabeth is on here. And no candy buckets. She's gonna have a cow. She's gonna have a cow. Oh, they're owned by the Queen. Oh, that would be so fun to come see. I would like to see the Queen's geese. Yeah, and that baby is gonna be crawling when it comes time. You're gonna be like, oh, keep the baby out of the tree. Okay, so we have our last. You guys said you don't mind hanging out, so we'll just trim these ones down too. You guys say, okay. You know what that means. That means she's not talking to me now. I'll have to buy their own candy buckets. I can't say that we're not doing it. I did buy those beautiful, Ladies Dancing, Lords of Leaping, Pipers Piping, Drummers Drumming. I did find my drum charm yesterday. I told you I would. So that's going to go into the book. The book's in the other room. Lords of Leaping, Pipers Piping, Drummers Drumming, no tree. I always put up multiple trees. 1 year, 6. It wasn't, I know, because there's like, they used to want to hit it before breakfast. Okay, so I'll tell them the tradition. So, and why they get buckets. We didn't have a place in our old house to hang stockings, and we didn't really think that stockings was a fun kind of tradition. But I still wanted to get the kids like Christmas candy and stuff. So in the summertime, we would get ice cream in the 5-gallon buckets. Because we had 3 kids who liked ice cream, and, you know, that was just the wiser purchase. Let's put it that way, okay? So then we would take the buckets, and we would fill the buckets with candy and those little trinket toys and things like that, right? Well, 1 year I suggested, oh, baby's awake. Alara, 1 year I suggested, and they were in high school, you guys, not like they were little kids. I suggested that we would do away with the candy buckets, and I was met with mutiny, let me tell ya. These teenagers wanted their candy. So what we would do is, it started out with like the free ice cream buckets, and then it turned into, as they got older and we had, you know, better income or whatever, it was part of the hunt. I would find something cool to put their candy in. Sometimes, 1 year I went to a 31 party and I got those little things like that, and, you know, little containers and fun things, okay? So 1 year I got little storage containers, and I put their names on them using my Cricut, and it was fun, okay? So they about near had mutiny around here that I was going to do away with something that was meant for little children. And these adult children still wanted to have it going on. So she's saying it wasn't quite as fun. So they used to beg me, can we just have one piece of candy in the morning at Christmas time? And I'd be like, one piece. You can pick one piece. I think they probably snuck more than one piece, don't you guys? I mean, that's just my thinking. I just thought maybe that possibly there was that. Look at these ladies. Okay, and then we're going to use 4 different like ribbons and trims at the top of our tags, okay? So there we go. And I'm just setting the eyelets. Don't put 2 together, Jimmy Lou, or else. So there's a lot you can do with these tags. First of all, if you buy the printable, if you buy the kit, you get the printable. If you buy the printable, and either way, you have access to use the printables for as many times or books as you want to, right? Hang on a second. Am I using the wrong side there? No, that's right. So you could use these, you could print these out and you could use them as tags, right? Uh-oh. Something happened and it didn't bend over. Hold on, let's see if we can fix it or if I'm going to have to use a different one. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. You can still get them, Lisa Kid. They sell those. They're a little. They're not $1 anymore. David used to count his Tootsie Roll bank as his one candy. So there's our tags, right? Okay. So here's what I want to use. I want to use this seam binding, and I want to use this lace. Okay, but then I want to use a green and a red. So I have some of this. This is like a cranberry kind of color. Here's some green. Here's some like lighter green that might or might not go. And there's some peach too, you guys. So these are the things that I want to use in the tops of these tags. Now we could do 12 different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure I have 12 different things that we could add to the tops of these. Should we do 12 different ones? Just let me know in the comments. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them all exactly the same. Okay, and that is I'm cutting a length of ribbon or lace that is 9 inches long. But that was a good guess. You're glad you caught me? I'm glad you caught me too. I wasn't even running. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, 12 different laces or tags. So there's 2. And then this is like a velvet ribbon, you guys. This I got at the gosh, that was really stuck on there. There's 3. Oh, we can use some of this. This is chiffon ribbon. It's very pretty to use. And we can grab a bit of blue from that as well. Okay, and then one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Seven. I got really quiet there, didn't I? You put canned sardines in your husband's Christmas stocking? Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 4 more. So I think I want to add some lace. Hold on a second here. I have some of this we can use. That's the last of that, you guys. And I have some of this we can use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got some green here we can use. Is that long? Look at that. That's long enough right there. One more. We need one more. Uno más. Uno más. Well, this might be fun, but it also might be a nightmare to get through there. Look at this. Pom-poms. That'd be too wild to get through there. All right. Come on. Where do we got something cool to use here? All this stuff I have laying around here. You think I could find one more thing that was kind of like lacy and trimmy and all the stuff we could use? Here's someone here. I'm looking everywhere for stuff, and look at this. This is pretty too. Okay, so there's all of our pieces. So we're just gonna start with one in the front here, and we're just gonna loop them through. Something red. I have some red. I realize I have a lot of greens there. Listen, this one is kind of thick, you guys. So what you gotta do, I think I showed this before, is when you have something thick that you want to go through, just loop it like so. Then it'll be smaller to fit through your hole. You don't want to tear any of these, especially not the first one. Okay, this one is going to be out. It's too thick. And now I am going to need something red. Hang on. Let me grab something red. I have some in the other room in here. How about red and sparkly? That sounds like something fun to use. Some red and sparkly. I don't want to tear it. A gold ribbon. We do some. I think I'm going to have trouble getting some of these through because I was having trouble all along, and I don't know why. And then my hands start to get a little shaky, and I get a little nervous about tearing things. And okay, I think that's why I was like, I could do this off the... I don't have any red lace. I don't keep very many colored laces. So there's that. Okay. So there we go. And then we're just going to give this a little pull. And we're going to get this to work, you guys. Okay. And just trim it up. Okay. So there's our piece there. And then you just want to go each page and add it somewhere. Okay. So here's our... Ooh, that was tickling my nose, you guys. All right. Open this up. Okay. So we have our pocket here we can slip it into. We also have our tuck spot there we can tuck it into. We're going to go into the pocket because I want you to see that we can make this sort of stick out. And then look at how pretty that looks just coming out the top there. So that's my goal, is each day. So we have day 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we have a couple extra. I don't know how I got so many extras, but that's okay because we can just do day 1 here, day 1 here, and then we can flip to this one and we can do day 2 and 3. Okay, so we're gonna go with this like peach color because it kind of matches what all we have going on. Fingers crossed. Your husband will like canned sardines. Oh my gosh. We used to tell the kids they were going to get coal if they weren't good, right? Everybody used to say that. And then they came out with that candy that was like coal candy. And those coins. My kids love those cheap chocolate coins. I don't know why kids like that stuff. They just do. All right. Come on now. And at Christmas time, you guys, if you want to make a book like this, you can buy Christmas trims at like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, even in the gift wrap section. You can do all of those things. So there's our piece there. So then we got this could get tucked in here if you want it to go in there. That looks kind of pretty, right? And then we have our geese. Let's do something. Let's do this green. With our hens, right? So I think the longest thing that's taking me here is getting these things through the loops. And I'm not that patient of a person to want to be taking all of that time to do that, but it is what it is. And then see our top load pockets, because each of the pages are a pocket. will hold these cards. So all you have to do is slip it down in there, right? And let the stuff hang out. Just let it stick up, let it droop over, let it do whatever it's going to do. It's going to look really pretty. So, okay, so then we got 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5, and 6. And then we got 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11, and 12, and then our extra pages. Okay, so we'll just have to figure this out. So let's go with our 4 calling birds here, and then we can do 5 and 6, right? Then we'll do 7 and 8. Just trying to figure this out. I want 12. I want the drummer to be back here. I want him to be there. 12. We got our ladies. And we have 2 more. So let's do our ladies and our lords, right? And then over here, we'll do our Piper guy. Look at how cool he's going to look in that tuck spot. Uh-oh. Did I go? Okay. Scared myself. He's going to look cool in the tuck spot. All right. So let's do a lacy, trimmy kind of thing here. Yeah. Hi, Dana. Hi, Sherry. Hello to everyone. Those 56 of you who are toughing it out to see what this is going to look like at the end. Thanks for hanging. And then let's do a lace one after this. I think it's just my fingers have glue on them, and I just can't seem to pull and maneuver the things that I want to. I don't know why it's catching. Patience, Jimmy, though. It's called patience. You should get some. Okay, and then I said we could put this. Tuck that in there. We can tuck it down in there. We're going down through the top here. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Good gravy. Here goes our calling birds. Let some things stick up so that people can see that it's a tag, right? And that's going to go there. This can go down in that pocket too. Or at this point, you can take your hole punch or your circle punch and you can punch things out to create little places to hold things too. So we can put that there. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so fingers crossed that this will work for this one because I want this gold to go on here. So I think we're going to just have to, make something else happen here for this one. Hold on. Like angle cut it and pull it through. You can do it. And then you can glue it or you can tie it. I think we're just going to go with a knot like so. Oh, I have to glue that down first, Jimmy, though. And then this will live right there. I want to try to keep this up and out, though, because of the bulkiness of it. Okay, let's do some lace. I think I feel a little bit better about the fact that I put the cards in the pages, so I know where I'm going with them. I did use probably one too many, so then if I would have used one less, it may have worked out a little nicer. But there's our little geesies. Okay, over here, our swans are going in this pocket, and this is going in the top load here. All right, so let's give her this one. Let's go. Oh, I just don't have the patience for it today. And then my hands start to shake and it's a whole thing. So, and this isn't even thick stuff. So it's a me problem, not a you problem. If you're having trouble with it, know that I had trouble with it too. Okay, and this one's going down into the pocket from the top. Because that'll be a pleasant surprise when it pops out of there. And let's see, we've got, then we got 1, 2, 3. Let's add this one here. And our little geesies are there. Listen, this book is kind of wonkadoodle. I do want to do something later today. Tune into the Telegram to make sure that I'm gonna still do it. But I also want to be live on YouTube tonight. Okay, so over here, he's going here. Let's give him the green. And there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing it. Oh, what'd you do to her? Did you pinch her? Did she hear she has to wait till tomorrow to see me? Is that what she heard? Okay, this one's going to go down through the top. You could technically add it this way. And we have this, and I am short here, I was like, I'm short a trim work. No, I just didn't. I should have used this one up further in the book, but that's okay. Wow, I'm not even how to say that. I think, no, she has a temper. And, okay, so let me just tell you, the dog knows this, okay? Because the baby will be playing on the floor, something like that. That dog will walk by and lick that baby. And it is like that baby is so mad. So mad. Okay, why are you not going through here? Come on. Work with me. And so it's just little things. The little things. She just has a little temper. And it is what it is. She'll be okay. She heard me saying no candy bucket. Well, she can have candy. She can come to Nona's and have candy. The grown-up kids don't need it, though. There's not one of them at the age that they're at that they actually need me to buy them candy. So, all right, there. We just did a little knot at the top of that one, which will just make it a little more fun when we get it in the pocket. Right, and see how cool it looks. Oops, with all those things just kind of doing whatever it is that they're going to do at the top up there. I love that. Now, see how we have bulk? You don't want to force it to get it to close. Okay, it's just going to do what it's going to do. All right, we have our drummer and our ladies. So we need to do... No, wait, what happened there? Oh, our lady is going down in that one, and the drummer is going in that one. Gee willikers. Gee willikers. Cut thin strips. You could. She's learning to defend herself. I know. She is like, she's going to do it, man. She's going to either... She does have a temper. But, you know, I think all babies do. And she's learning. And maybe she wants to go in the pool, and she's waiting for Nona to hurry up and get off of this live. And here I am fiddling with these kind of things. All right, this one is going down through the top up here. Super cute this book got, though, don't you think? I think it got super cute. Here we go. Okay, we have one more. Our little drummer back in the back here. And, you know, you have other places to tuck things as well. She's stomping her foot. She's like, I want to see Nona. Tomorrow, baby girl. You see me tomorrow. And we're just going to tuck this right in there. And then when we pull this over, we're going to close it. We're not going to tie it super tight because we don't want to pop the edge. But we're going to let it be its own thing. Tie this closed. And there is another way for you guys to use your 12 days of Christmas printables. There's also these that say 12 days of Christmas. You could totally punch one of those out and put it on the cover if you like. I'm just leaving it. Oh, we can put it on the back. Let's do that. Hang on a second. You know why? Because I had a big hole punch. What did I do with it here? I signed my name on the other book, and I think I should do the same for this one. So, trying to decide here if I want to do the blue or the green. I think I'll go with the blue. So this is a 2.5 inch circle punch. If you get it lined up just so, it turns out really cool. So you can also tuck those things into your stuff, you know, your ephemera packets and stuff like that, so you have them. And here we go with this one. There's 12 Days of Christmas. And then yesterday I just signed, I don't know if anybody noticed that yesterday, but I just signed my name to the back. We can put that there. Just like so. We're going to let that, we're going to trim it up a little bit, Jimmy Lou. It doesn't need to be that long. Okay. I know, I should always sign them, but I always forget. And I do have the, no kidding, you guys, I have the wax seal that says the Messy Craft Corner on it. And I should just make a bunch of wax seals that when I'm finished a book like this, we can just attach one. But I always forget about that too. Maybe we'll have to do that. All right. So here we go. 12 Days of Christmas on the back side back here. And then you know that you have all those 12 days of cards. Isn't that pretty? Well, now I would be super happy if I got that as a gift. I'm just saying. Okay, you guys, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna need a half hour. Give me 30 minutes to grab a quick bite to eat and get set up to do the ATC class. And then we'll head over there if you're in the class. If you're not, you can still get a kit. A job for Larry. Yeah, he would probably not mind doing that too much. Let me see. Here is the if you want to sign up for the kit in the class, if you get to me by the 20 after 12 before we go live, I'll add you to the class and then we'll get your kit ready to ship out to you tomorrow. So you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. Yep, see you later, Tater. And I'm going to try to be live at like, I don't know, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Pay attention to the Telegram. And then I am planning, hopefully, if all goes well, to do something over on the YouTube channel tonight. We have a special book that we're building over there called the Heirloom Book, and I want to get moving and getting some signatures in it. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all real soon. Remember to always be kind, because you never know what someone's going through, and we'll see you soon.